Hey, what's up guys? Ford Tech Make You Loco here. I got another one today that's a common issue on excursions and super duties up until, I would say, '07. And what happens is that you can start the car, truck, whatever, in neutral, no problem, but you can't start it in park like this. The relays are clicking, you're turning the key, everything's fine. You put it in neutral, no problem. Back to park. Sometimes it works like that. Most times. This one, so sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. When it gets really bad, it'll not start and park at all, just go like this. And but neutral will, almost every time, neutral will still complete the circuit and start the car. So I'm going to show you what the common problem is and the fix for it. And this one's a good one because it's a zero cost one. So many guys I know, they'll just go ahead and start it in neutral, no problems, they don't care. But isn't it nice to start it in park and just drive away like normal? So for about 5 minutes of your time and a little Loctite, we can fix this right up. I'm going to show you how. Now the first indication that you have this loose linkage is that the shifter will be extra loose in here. Now this one is normal. It feels totally normal. The shift 2 bushings are fine. The actual shift lever here into that shift rod is not worn out. Must have been changed at some point. Look at the mileage on this thing. So that it feels fine. A lot of times it'll feel really, really loose. Like you just go like that and just flops back and forth. This one is normal. But that's your first indication, is when it really is a lot of play in here. And then you're getting this no start in park, but it'll start in neutral just fine. And your gear indication there, even lines up okay. It just won't start in park. Simple fix, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So we're going to go into the dash, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about, and it's very easy to get to. Plenty of room under the dash on these Super Duties and Excursions. Okay, hopefully you can see that. Here's the shift tube right here. It's coming from the column. And then it goes to this bracket, which is like an L bracket, goes out. And then over here is where your actual, right here, is where your actual shift cable connects to. And the cable's fine. Usually the adjustment down below is fine. It doesn't, move on you, except for '08 ons. I've seen a lot of dirt getting them and they start moving. But that's a separate issue. This is for the older Super Duties and Excursions. These two Torx bolts right here, they're supposed to be nice and tight. Well, I'm not sure they put Loctite on them from the factory or not, but they come loose. They back out over time. This one's a little tighter. This other one over here, let's see if it can focus. You can see it's way loose. That little bit of extra play messes up the adjustment on the cable. So when I push up, it pushes that cable back down, which pushes it towards the rear of the vehicle where it attaches onto the manual shift lever on the trans, which puts it into the park range for the contacts in there. So then you let go, and now it's pulled away going towards reverse, and it loses those contacts. So all it is these two bolts doing that whole thing. And as you can see, it's quite easy to get underneath here and get a ratchet in here and move around and see what's going on. It's an easy check, really easy check. And so go ahead and one at a time, take those bolts out, put some Blue Loctite on them, and you'll see it'll be good as new, and it'll feel great if it was loose before, and it'll start and park every time. Alright, so hopefully you can see this, but I put Blue Loctite on there, one bolt at a time, and then it's a T30, and you just tighten it back up, A T30 with the 6-inch extension here, and 3/8 ratchet works best. So put Blue Loctite on, tighten it up, 1 bolt at a time, and then we're going to retry it. Alright, so I got both those bolts tightened up underneath there. Some Blue Loctite. Feels nice, right, and tight. Let's try it out. Okay, let's go through some gears, come back again. You may even notice the indicator lines up a little bit better. Like I said, it may not even show a variance in the indicator more than usual, and it'll still have that issue. And that's the fix.